persons wishing to be freed struggled in vain with self-centered means, blinded by poor spiritual faculties. Our self-efforts are useless with little effect. So mundane, foolish persons, listen deeply and clearly reflect. We should honestly and deeply realize that in this pitiful Dharma-ending age, we are doomed to complete failure, salvation surely denied by self-power. The larger Amida Sutra clearly expounds the land of peace and happiness, revealing to us the only effective path that saves persons in utter wretchedness. Taking this easy path of the pure land, we are saved by the Buddha's power. So mundane, foolish persons, listen deeply and mindfully ponder, showing us His true and real existence. Amida's salvation is absolutely perfect. So mundane, foolish persons, listen deeply and gratefully accept. By absolutely fulfilling His primal vow, Amida saves us all without exception. When we simply recite the glorious name, His great practice of boundless compassion, joyfully entrusting ourselves to His promise, our salvation is absolutely guaranteed. So mundane, foolish persons, listen deeply and humbly take heed. With this single thought of sincere and trusting, relying wholeheartedly on Amida's pledge, we are instantly grasped and not forsaken by the Buddha's light of great compassion. This is the precious gift of entrusting faith, settled Shinran, bestowed by Amida's grace. So mundane, foolish persons, listen deeply and be instantly embraced.
Venerable Ananda, rising from his seat, beheld the majestic radiance of the world-honored one. Amazed with a rare feeling of wonder emerging in him, he realized he had never witnessed such radiance before. Shakyamuni's splendor was rare and auspicious, Ananda, rejoicing immensely, asked its meaning, whereupon the Buddha revealed the fundamental intent of his appearance in the world. Having entered the samadhi of great tranquility, the Buddha's countenance was wondrous in its radiance. Observing the depth of Ananda's discernment, he praised him for his insightful question. The fundamental intent for which the Buddha appeared in the world was to reveal the truth and reality of the primal vow. He taught that to encounter or behold a Buddha is as rare as the blossoming of the Udambara. It is taught that 10 kalpas have now passed since Amida attained Buddhahood, but he seems a Buddha more ancient than kalpas countless as particles. The Buddha of inconceivable light under Loksvetaraja Buddha selected the best qualities from among all the pure lands of the 10 quarters to establish the primal vow. The light of the Buddha of unhindered light harbors the lights of purity, joy, and wisdom. Its virtuous working surpasses conceptual understanding as it benefits the beings throughout the 10 quarters. Those who attain true and real Shinjin immediately join the truly settled. Thus, having entered the stage of non-retrogression, they necessarily attain nirvana. So profound is Amida's great compassion that, manifesting inconceivable Buddha wisdom, the Buddha established the vow of transformation into men, thereby vowing to enable women to attain Buddhahood. Provisionally guiding sentient beings of the 10 quarters with the words, aspire with sincere mind and desire to be born. Amida revealed the temporary gate of various good acts and vowed to appear before them at the time of death. Based on Amida's vow to appear at the time of death, Shakyamuni presented all the various good acts in one scripture, the Contemplation Sutra, to encourage those who perform meditated and non-meditated practices. All the good acts and myriad practices, because they are performed with a sincere mind and aspiration, become without exception provisional good that will ultimately lead to birth in the Pure Land. Provisionally guiding sentient beings of the 10 quarters with the words, direct your merits with sincere mind, desiring to be born. Amida revealed the true gate of the name, vowing to enable beings ultimately to attain birth. Based on the vow that beings ultimately attain birth, Shakyamuni presented in the Amida Sutra the root of good and the root of virtue, encouraging those of the one vehicle. Those who say the name in self-power, whether meditative or non-meditative, having indeed taken refuge in the vow that beings ultimately attain birth, will spontaneously, even without being taught, turn about and enter the gate of suchness. Those who, though aspiring for the pure land of happiness, do not realize Shinjin, that is other power, doubt the Buddha's inconceivable wisdom, and therefore dwell in the borderland or the realm of indolence and pride. It is difficult to encounter a time when a Tathagata appears in the world, and difficult to hear the teaching of the Buddhas. It is rare to hear the excellent Dharma for Bodhisattvas, even in a span of countless kalpas. It is difficult to meet true teachers, and difficult for them to instruct. It is difficult to hear the teaching well, and more difficult still to accept it. More difficult even than trust in the teachings of Shakyamuni's lifetime is the true entrusting of the universal vow. The sutra teaches that it is the most difficult of all difficulties, that nothing surpasses this difficulty. Attaining Buddhahood through the Nembutsu is the true essence of the Pure Land Way. The myriad practices and good acts are the temporary gate, unless one distinguishes the accommodated and the real, the temporary and the true. One cannot possibly know the Pure Land that is naturalness. Sentient beings, having long followed the path of sages, the accommodated and temporary teachings that are provisional means, have been transmigrating in various forms of existence. So take refuge in the one vehicle of the compassionate vow. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha.
Amida has passed through 10 kalpas now, since realizing Buddhahood. Dharma body's wheel of light is boundless, shining upon the blind and ignorant of the world. The light of wisdom surpasses all measure, and every finite living being receives this illumination that is like the dawn. So take refuge in Amida, the true and real light. The liberating wheel of light is without bound. Each person it touches, it is taught, is freed from attachments to being and non-being. So take refuge in Amida, the enlightenment of non-discrimination. The cloud of light is unhindered like open sky. There is nothing needs it. Every being is nurtured by this light. So take refuge in Amida, the one being beyond conception. The light of purity is without compare. When a person encounters this light, all bonds of karma fall away. So take refuge in Amida, the ultimate shelter. The Buddha's light is supreme in radiance. Thus Amida is called Buddha, Lord of blazing light. It dispels the darkness of the three courses of affliction. So take refuge in Amida, the great one worthy of offerings. The light of compassion illumines us from afar. Those beings it reaches, it is taught, attain the joy of Dharma. So take refuge in Amida, the great consolation. The light dispels the darkness of ignorance. Thus Amida is called Buddha of the light of wisdom. All the Buddhas and sages of the three vehicles together offer their praise. The light shines everywhere ceaselessly. Thus Amida is called Buddha of uninterrupted light, because beings hear and rely on this power of light. Their mindfulness is enduring, and they attain birth. The Buddha's light cannot be fathomed. Thus Amida is called Buddha of inconceivable light. All the Buddhas in acclaiming a person's attainment of birth extol Amida's virtues. The majestic light transcending form is beyond description. Thus Amida is called Buddha of inexpressible light. All the Buddhas praise this light, the cause by which Amida's Buddhahood was fulfilled. The light is more luminous than the heavenly bodies. Thus Amida is called light that surpasses sun and moon. Even Shakyamuni's praise cannot exhaust its virtues. So take refuge in the one without equal. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Amida Buddha, worshipped by devas and men, I humbly bow in deepest reverence. In his wondrous land of perfect bliss, he is encircled by countless bodhisattvas. His golden form gleams pure as the king of Mount Sumeru. His practice of truth is steadfast, firm as an elephant's stride. His eyes serene like blooming blue lotuses. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. His visage is flawless, pure and round as the full moon. His majestic light shines like 1,000 suns and moons. His voice resounds like a heavenly drum, yet sounds like the heavenly kokila bird. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. Avalokitesvara wears upon his crown the image of Amida, adorned with many precious jewels. He subdues the arrogance of demons and heretics. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. His virtues are incomparable, boundless and pure, clearly pervading everywhere like limitless space. His compassionate acts benefit all beings. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. Bodhisattvas from all 10 directions and countless maras always venerate him. He abides with vow power for the sake of all beings. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. In the golden treasure pond where lotuses bloom, a throne of virtue rises wondrous and serene. Upon it reigns the Lord like the king of Mount Sumeru. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. From the 10 quarters bodhisattvas arrive, revealing divine powers and immersed in bliss. Honoring him, they gaze upon his face in eternal homage. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. All things are transient and without self, like the moon on water, lightning, shadow, or dew. The Dharma transcends words the Buddha proclaimed. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. No evil names exist within his land, nor beings in the female form, nor fear of evil realms. With heart sincere all beings worship him. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. His realm of infinite skillful means is free of degenerate things or wicked beings. At rebirth there, one attains non-retrogrossit bodhi. Thus do I prostrate before Amida Buddha. Thus have I praised the virtues of Amida, boundless as the waters of the ocean. May all who receive these pure and noble virtues be born anew in His land of bliss. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha.
The texture of life appears rough or fine, fashioned by strong karmic threads, accumulated from countless time, fleeting and impermanent. Closely examining the fabric, we will definitely see the ugly stained threads of blind passions, weaving the net of suffering without cease, interdependent. Our own wretched existence, despite the persistent hue and cry, are just like dust specks against the vast sky, insignificant. Yet we have already been proffered the unconditioned land of enlightenment. More than 50 billion years ago, by Amida's grace and compassion inconceivable, the Buddha's primal vow, call of boundless compassion, saves even an evil person like me in my hopeless condition. Namo Amida Buddha. His excellent gift of salvation, received by us in this precious human life, is the fabric of infinite compassion, assuring our freedom from pain and strife. Namo Amida Buddha. Recognizing that our inferior self-power cannot free us from the clutches of samsara, we take refuge and gratefully rely on the vow power of Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. The Buddha's infinite merits and virtues are bestowed equally on all beings. May we accept Amida's gift of entrusting faith and obtain birth in His land of peace and bliss. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Buddha.
Amida Tathagata came forth and guided beings, teaching the chapter on lifespan. In the Sutra of Golden Splendor, in order to end calamities and ensure long life. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, which
forces, all virtues, are heavy obstructions of evil, past, present, and future, are all unfailingly transformed, becoming slime. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, the benefits we gain in the present are boundless. The karmic evil of our transmigration in birth and death disappears, and determinate karma and untimely death are eliminated. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, Brahma and Indra venerate us. All the benevolent gods of the heavens protect us constantly, day and night. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, the four great Deva kings together protect us constantly, day and night. And let no evil spirits come near. We say Namo Amida Buddha, the earth goddess called firmness reveres and protects us constantly, day and night, accompanying us always just as shadows do. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, Nanda, Upananda, and the other great Nagas, along with the countless Naga gods, revere and protect us constantly, day and night. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, Yama, the king of the dead, reveres us, and the officers who judge the beings of the five courses of existence all protect us constantly, day and night. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, we are protected by the great king of Maras, residing in the sixth heaven. This he vowed to do in the presence of Shakyamuni Buddha. The gods of the heavens and earth are all to be called good, for together they protect the person of the Nembutsu. Shinjin, that is the inconceivable working of the power of the vow, is none other than the mind aspiring for great enlightenment. The evil spirits that abound in heaven and earth all hold in awe the person who has attained it. When we say Namo Amida Buddha, Avalokitesvara and Mahastama Prapta, together with Bodhisattvas countless as the Ganges sands, or as particles, accompany us just as shadows do. Countless Amida Buddhas reside in the light of the Buddha of unhindered light. Each one of these transformed Buddhas protects the person of true and real Shinjin. The countless Buddhas throughout the 10 quarters, surrounding us 100-fold, 1,000-fold, rejoicing